Pearly Crochet. My name's Hannah, and today I want to share my little haul that I got from the Bendigo Sheep and Wool Show this weekend. My mum and my auntie and I went on Friday to the sheep show here in Bendigo, and we had an absolute blast. Without further ado, let's get into the haul. So me and my mum tend to get there bright and early, so we got there bright and early and headed on in, had a little look. Our first stop was to go to the Gamer Widows. So we have purchased from here, from her last year and everything. We've got her little project bags. And this year I had one goal in mind, and that was to get one of her bigger project bags. I got the larger project bag just in this really fun pattern of the balloon animals. As you can see, I'll try and show inside, but it's very big, so it can fit like a good decent project, like if you're doing a jumper or maybe even a blanket starting out would fit in there. And then inside it's got like one big pocket, and then on the other side it's got like two little pockets, so you can put your knitting needles, anything you need, scissors, stitch markers, etc. in the side pockets there. There's also two options. So has these little tags, you can just pull that and then you've got the bag with the long handles, or you can open it back up, have the two handles, and then pull it on either side and you've got the little handles. So depending with what's comfortable, you can do that. And this is her little card. So it was $50 for that one, all handmade, and I think they're just so cute. My smaller one I use quite a bit. It's so good for traveling and everything, so I wanted to get my hands on a bigger one, so that's that one there. I also found a new thing this year. I'm not sure if it was there last year, but we sort of, once we saw his stall, we saw everyone else's trying to sell, selling his patterns as well. So we came across these, which I wish, this won't do it justice. In person it's incredible. So it's a shadow shawl pattern. Essentially, hopefully you can see it there in the photos on the front of the pattern, but to look directly at the shawl you can't see anything other than the shawl, and then on a slight angle it reveals a picture, and it's all knitted. So I got the wolf pattern for that one, and they're just magnificent. He has all different types of patterns as well if you're not into wools. He also offered me, he had some packs set up there and I didn't love the colors, so he said you can just pick them from the wall. So that's what we did. So I picked up all the wool I needed to make that one, and I'll take out two skeins just to show. I picked up the Neuro, which is the beautiful sort of black colour there. And then to couple that, I picked up Dove, which is also just a beautiful sort of off-white, creamy sort of a colour, and then together. So yeah, they go together. So you have to have a dark and a light for the pattern to work. So that is my choices of colours. And hopefully it will look very beautiful. So it's a knitting pattern. I do knit. I don't do a lot of knitting, mainly because I'm busy crocheting a lot, but I'm so excited to do this pattern. Hopefully I'm aiming to get this pattern done for next year, so I can go and show him that I did do it. So the next store we went to is also another regular place that we go to. It's the White Rabbit Handmade. Here's her little bag here. So we always go there every year. She's got the most incredible wool dyeing blends, and she also has some really good kits. On my Instagram I have a highlighted story of the beanie that I knitted from one of her kits. So the kit comes with like stitch marker, pom-pom, the yarn you need, and the pattern, and it works up really, really quickly. Again, another knitting pattern. This time I didn't really go in with a plan, I just wanted to see what she had. So I did originally start the day saying that I don't need any more stitch markers. However, White Rabbit Handmade has the coolest Halloween stitch markers, so I did in fact get more stitch markers, but you can never have too many, right? I feel, I don't know, that's what I'm telling myself and my bank. So there was these beautiful little tiny Halloween crochets, so there should be 5 there, little Halloween stitch markers, sorry, beautiful Halloween stitch markers there's 5. So it's got the little Grim Reaper, a little bat, a little, you might not have seen that properly, little kitty on the half moon, and then a little ghost pumpkin and a skeleton with pumpkin. I thought they were very cute. The other one I picked up, I'm just going to try and flip them to show the colours, was another set of 5 little crochet stitch markers, so that's them there, so cute. So there's the pumpkin, the ghost, the bat, the coffin, and a little spider web. So I thought they were very cute. And then I was on my way out and I spotted some cute little bat needle stoppers, and I have gotten her needle stoppers before, purchased her needle stoppers before. I have little bats from her and they're really handy and just beautiful. So I picked up the little bats, which are really cute. So the next thing I bought from White Rabbit Handmade was some of her beautiful wool. So I got the one that's called Raspberry Fizz, which is a beautiful sort of red, pink, bit of purple through there. It's 100% superwash merino, and I got it in the 8-ply or the DK. And it's about 100 grams, made in Melbourne. It's just beautiful. Hopefully that picks it up. I got 2 skeins of that one, mainly because I want to make a beanie and then some matching gloves and then maybe some other stuff. I just really loved it, so I was like, I want everything matching in it. All right, so I got the 2 skeins there of Raspberry Fizz. Just beautiful. I'm going to use the pattern that I got from my kit last year from White Rabbit Handmade and make another beanie. So to go with that and to make a beanie, the White Rabbit Handmade has some really cute pom-poms. So I got a little pom-pom to go with that, and I just thought the purple lilac-y pom-pom really pulls out the purples in the dye that she's done. So I just thought that's really cute, and red and purple always go together, I feel. So that's that one. Hopefully it will come out looking pretty. So the next place we went to, we had a look around all the beautiful stalls, but I did have a mission to go to, I think you pronounce his name Maximoo, and he has beautiful dyed wool as well. So I went there with a mission. I needed to get another skein of his blood moon because I bought one last year, and I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but I really want like a scarf or like a cow or something in it. So I want to, again, do matchy-matchy. I always get 2 skeins of everything just in case I want to do a matchy-matchy. So I've got it all. I don't have to stress. At least that's what I tell myself. Okay, so I beelined it down to pick up what is called his Blood Moon dye, which is a beautiful black and red dye through there. It's just stunning. Hopefully this does it justice. But again, got it in the 8-ply, 100% merino again. in the 100 grams. So they're just beautifully dyed. So I got the Wicked Witch, which is the black and green, and it's just a stunning, stunning green. Again, in that 8-ply 100 gram. I'll do a little switcheroo around. And so, yes, I did get the 2 of them there as well. They're just beautiful. I just love them so much. After that one, after Maximoo, we went and had just a look around, and then we came across the wool store, which is from, I think they're from Sydney. They had a beautiful wrap on display there with, they'd used sparkle through it. It wasn't itchy, it was very soft. They had knitted it up with 50% silk, 50% yak hair. It was so soft and beautiful, but I'd already spent so much that I didn't want to do the yak silk blend, but I did pick up the pattern for $10. So it's the Tale of Twilight Twist wrap, and it's just beautiful. The picture again doesn't do it justice. It was just stunning in person, but I did pick up the pattern there, so I'm very excited to complete that. Then of course we went away, we watched the sheepdogs for a little bit. I'll probably enter some video here that I took. I always love watching the sheepdogs. They're just so much fun to watch. Watch them work, and the dogs love it so much, so it's a lot of fun for everyone. Thinking, what wool could I use that I already have at home that I could make the wrap with? And my mum ended up saying, why don't we just go have a look for some 4-ply, because theirs was done with 4-ply. Go have a look for some 4-ply. If you fall in love with some 4-ply that you think it would look great in, we'll get it. If not, live to see another day. We can get some next year or whenever. But I fell in love with some. So I have looked at these People's Yarn before and loved it, but I've never bought from them before. I don't know why. But this year I just loved this colouring. So it was from the Hodge Skeins, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So I just found this blue, and it was just beautiful. It's like a midnight blue. It's called Sapphire, and it's just gorgeous. Hopefully you can see that there. So I got 2 of those. Got 2 of Sapphire there, which is great. Again, in the 4-ply, it's 75% merino wool, 25% nylon, 100% Australian, which is beautiful. So that was from Hodge, and that's called Sapphire. Hopefully you can see the colours okay on my camera. And then to go with that, because the Twilight Twist, I'll show again, has a little bit, it's got the 2 colours, and the twist is done with a separate colour, a lighter colour, and then sort of around the neck is also done with a lighter colour. So I picked up Mercury from Hodge as well, and that's just a really beautiful grey there again. Same breakdown, so the 75 merino, 25 nylon, 100% Australian, and in the 4-ply. That there is the colour combo that I'm hopefully going to make my little wrap in. I did get just shy of enough for the pattern, so I'm gonna see how I go. I think I'm about like 25 meters off or something, so I'm gonna see how I go with the pattern and then order more from Hodge Podge online. So I've got those. So after we spent our day at the Bendigo Sheep and Wool Show, my mum and me wanted to see what else was happening around Bendigo for the weekend, and we found the Bendigo Fibre Fair, which is held at the North Bendigo Bowling Club, which is virtually just across the road from the showgrounds in Bendigo here, and they've been doing that for 12 years, we found out, yet we only embarrassingly just found out about it this year. So we trotted on over there on Saturday and had a little look, and I thought I'd also share what I got from there. It was so cute. The Bendigo Sheep and Wool Show is incredible. It's an incredible time, but there is a lot of people and there's a lot going on, so it's a bit overwhelming. A good overwhelm, but a bit overwhelming. The Fibre Fair was such a calm, quiet place. They had a few stall holders there, they had some food, and it was just nice and warm in there. They had plenty of tables and chairs set up so you could take your crochet or your knitting or any craft and just sit there and do that on the tables while you're surrounded by everyone else that's crafty. So it was really lovely. So we went in there and had a little squiz, and of course picked up some things. There was some beautiful crochet patterns and again some fibres there that were just stunning. I picked up some patterns from Kaye. So the first one was this, now I'm going to butcher this name, Ealweb or Ealweb. Tell me if I got that right, because it's a beautiful word, but I cannot pronounce it. It's terrible. So, going to try and show you best I can. Again, the photo doesn't do it justice. In person, it was stunning. She had a few there in different colours, and it was just beautiful. So I had to get the pattern for that to one day make it. She also used it in sort of the gradient yarn, and it was beautiful. So there's that one that I got. The next thing I got was a very cute little kit. So the pattern is the Cobblestone Cow. Comes in this beautiful little bag. Sorry, I just had to show the bag. It's so cute, and it's got little handles. And anyway, I just love the bag. So it's the Cobblestone Cow. So the Cobblestone Cow. So again, picture doesn't do it justice, but there is the picture. Hopefully that's not see-through and ruining the picture, because from here I can see the pattern. So hopefully you can just see the picture there, but yes, I will tag Kaye down below again. Again, it's one of Kaye's patterns, and they showed us there like how to do it, because I was like, oh, I don't know if I've got the skill to do that, but they showed us and it was so easy. And I see a lot of the cobblestone stuff, but I'm never sort of brave enough to investigate, because I'm like, I like put it in the too hard basket, I suppose, which we should never do. But with her showing me, I was like, that's so easy. So I had to grab it. And in the little kit, she had the kits done up, and I saw this one there, and it's definitely my kind of colouring. So she's got the, that's so funny. I've just realised it's the same brand and same colour that I got for my wolf cow, which is fantastic. But that's so funny. I like the same colours. That's okay. So again, we got the Neuro, which is that beautiful black, and then coupled that with this beautiful red. So the red and the black. So the red will pop through the black with that cobblestone effect, and I think it'll just look stunning. We did pop over to the Bendigo Woolen Mills as well because they've been open all weekend. I have never seen the place so busy, so they were doing a roaring trade over there, but it was fantastic to see everyone enjoying wool and fibre and everything this weekend here in Bendigo. I didn't get anything from the Bendigo Woolen Mills. I resisted because I thought I have enough wool and enough projects to last me a few years, so hopefully I can get them done for next year, but we'll see. So that brings me to the end of my little haul. I'll have everyone linked in the description below and also over on my Instagram, because I know it's not a clickable link here on YouTube yet, but over on my Instagram you can click and follow people from my Instagram post if that's easier, whichever you find easier. Otherwise, copy and paste from the description, but please do go and follow everyone and like their stuff and buy from them that you've seen here in the haul. Please like and please subscribe and share with your friends if you think they'd like this, and hopefully I'll see everyone's little hauls as well popping up here on YouTube or Instagram as well, so I can check them out too. Alrighty, hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.